Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome for those who are new. My name is Fransica Brackin John. Welcome you guys to the channel. The Lord showed me this, right? And He showed me I oftentimes, well, I didn't ask the Lord this, it's just the Lord explained this to me. He said, this is how He explained it to me. I don't know if this is whatever it is, but this is what He told me, right? The Lord said, listen, the sun and the moon being over the earth, this is how rain is fall, this is how life is sustained for the sun and the moon. Because I sometimes I ask him questions in my mind, right? Like the stars and the moon and their purposes. And it says in Genesis that it is to is for time and for seasons, right? But the Lord showed me this also. He said outside in outside of this world there is the temperature is extremely freezing, is extremely freezing. And he showed me a pot when you cover it down and you put water inside of that pot. He showed me how cloud is formed, right? He showed me a pot that is covered down, and when you put water inside that pot and you cover the pot, steam goes up and it forms some water puddles there. And when you take off that pot cover, the water puddles tend to start to fall. And the Lord said what happened is because there is moisture in the atmosphere that when something is heat up, the moisture goes up and it forms into clouds, right? The Lord have me to understand that. But I said, Lord, what create the moisture? He say the fact that the when you if you notice there is cold weather, you will see dew and stuff like that. Cold weather and heat, it creates a moist atmosphere. It creates a moist atmosphere. So what he showed me, he said both is needed. Both is needed. The sun is needed in order to evaporate that water and to form something like a cloud. It's like steam. It will form something up there, like clouds. When they get enough water in it, they burst and it falls back as rain. Do you understand what I'm saying? So both is needed. The moon is needed to cool down the atmosphere, and the sun is needed to heat up the atmosphere so steam can come up to form clouds to form rain, and the rain create water to sustain life, right? So the Lord gave me this and he said, listen to me. He said, there is a balance with everything on this earth. Too much of good things is not good. Too much of bad things and adversities and difficulties and tribulations is not good also. The Lord said, why is that? He said, too much, when you have too much of a good life, you become spoiled, you become arrogant. He said, when you have too much of afflicted life, you become tough and hard. You become, how to say, covered by the world. You create a hard exterior to protect yourself from the world. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, what the Lord does, the Lord balance out things. The Lord oftentimes will give us times when it's good, and He will give us times when it's difficult. Why is that? Because He wants to give us those difficult times as a way of humbling us, keeping us grounded, keeping us understanding of others' problems and the adversities. If we have not gone through certain things, some of us would not be able to have empathy with others. Do you understand what I'm saying? But it's because of those hardships that it creates a kind of softness inside of us that can be humble enough to be able to understand someone else's adversity. So he said the hardships that we encounter is needed, but he said too much of it is not good. So he does create times when we get to smile and we do get to laugh and we do get certain blessings. Both is needed to sustain and to keep you from being a cold-hearted evil person. Do you understand what I'm saying? For keeping you just as how you are. This is why the Lord allows certain difficulties to come about upon His children. He says, like correcting a child. He said, if you do not correct a child that is going wrong, you do not discipline a child that is going wrong, what will happen is that your child will become spoiled. Spoiled meaning they will become disrespectful or whatever it is, because everything is fun or whatever it is. They have no rules set as to what to do, what not to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they become spoiled. They become not good. When you say something is spoiled, a fruit is spoiled, it is not good. Do you understand what I'm saying? So both is needed. The sun is needed, the hardship, the adversities, the difficulties that you go through is needed, but also good thing is also needed. So you want, how to say, too much of that, being in hardship and being in hard time, yet you will have understanding with others, you will be having a soft heart, you will cry and all these kind of things. But too much of it is not good, because you can also, because of all what you have gone through, become someone that don't want to hear anything from anyone, that just whatever it is, because why I've been going through all of that, no one cares to me, whatever it is. So you become sheltered and hard. So the Lord creates a balance in it. So the Lord say everything that you are going through is what makes you the wonderful being, the wonderful person that you are, the darling that you are, the loving person that you are. It balances you out. It keeps you humble. It keeps you good. Because why? The Lord know how to preserve and keep you all. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everything is for a reason and a purpose. Good and bad have to coexist for a reason. Adversities and difficulties and good times had to exist for a reason. Your difficulties will not last forever, because the Lord does not want you to get cold hearted. But listen to me, when bad things come, and when you're enjoying your good life and bad things does happen, the Lord also does not want to spoil you and make you, have to see, a puffed up and proud person, because why? You have not gone through anything. So everything is creating the perfect person that you are in the eyesight of the Lord. So when the Lord look down upon you, he will be able to say, something that I can be proud of is walking through the earth. Do you understand what I'm saying? Still blessed is strong. If you're new to the channel, I hope you understand why the Lord allows certain things to happen to you. Even though you're good, he allows certain things to happen to you as a way of keeping you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Stay blessed, stay strong. If you're new to the channel, remember to share, like, and subscribe. Bye, guys.